Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Creating in the Waiting. Today we're going to be making a snippet strip, and I'm going to do them kind of the way I've been doing them right now and the way that I like doing them. So it's going to be something like this. And if you don't have fabric little sentiment pieces, you can use paper ones, you can use images, you can use literally whatever you want. I'm going to use what I like to do. And I do have a tutorial walking you through how you can print onto fabric, but I also do sell fabric clusters. So if you're interested in those, just comment below or find me on my Facebook group, which I will link in the description box below also. I love this journal. I actually do need to finish that off for my friend. So supplies needed: music sheets, because we're going to do a wonky ruffle. And if you don't sew, that's fine too. You can just accordion fold it and glue. Like, you don't have to sew, or you could staple. And then book pages, cheesecloth, whatever embellishments, laces that you want. So main supplies, of course, are going to be your paper and your glue. So the way that I like to do the wonky stitch, and I hate tearing into these because I like using these as full pages in my journal, so I always end up having a hard time tearing my music sheet. And you can ink this up if you like. I may or may not. It just depends on what I'm feeling in that moment. Sometimes I ink, sometimes I don't ink. And I'm gonna try to tear them the same width. Let's go ahead and start here. And my thing with these, let's tear that down a little bit, I tend to place stuff, if I'm not making it for a specific journal, in a manner that I know it would be okay to cut through, if that makes any sense at all. So you see we have a little accordion fold, just kind of going back and forth. And I like to do them wonky. I just, for whatever reason, really enjoy doing them that way. And I don't care if this is upside down, the right way, whatever. This is strictly going to be the base, and you can't really tell regardless. So I feel like that's going to be long enough. You can make these as long as you want them to be. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, it's raining here in Burleson, is just go down the middle with a zigzag stitch. I have 30 minutes to get this done. We'll see what we can achieve in 30 minutes. You think I can do it? Comment below and let me know if you have faith in me. I want to thank my subscribers for being here and showing up, and welcome all my new subscribers. Comment below and let me know how you found me. Awesome. That's beautiful in and of itself to just use on your page. I feel like I want to ink this up a little bit, so I'm just using some ground espresso. Going to be starting a new flip-flop journal. And if anybody knows me, they know that purple used to be my least favorite color. So when my heart was inspired to use purple and create a purple journal right now, I was like, that's interesting. But purple began to grow on me. I did a couple lavender journals, and I'm like, it's not so bad. All right, so we're gonna move that because I don't need that anymore. And I have some German book pages here. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna see how these tear first and foremost. So I'm gonna be using tea stained cheesecloth as my first layer. I know that for a fact. So some vintage pages are just so brittle, like you don't know what to do with them. These, I can tell you right now, they're pretty brittle. I would never bind them in a journal, but I would use them for collaging, you know. So, gonna see how big I might need my square. That seems like that should work there. And what I didn't do is pull the sentiments that I would like to use. And I kind of do them in opposite directions. I like that these pages are like naturally patinaed. But I mean, you could tell that just kind of, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I definitely feel like those are a little bit too small for this one. I mean, of course I could use them for anything else, hidden paper clips, etc. So we are going to hang on to all of that. So that looks cute so far. I know I want to come with one more. So, and I just kind of like to layer mine to see kind of how it's looking. We might be able to use that there. I really think that we can. So I'm gonna actually, I mean, these are, some of these I'm gonna keep, some I'm gonna save. I have a little scrap pile right here that I literally am just, they get tossed right here. So right now I'm not even tossing them in a bin, and let me show you stuff that kind of happens. So do little stash busters, scrap busters. So that little pile that I have right over there, I'm gonna try to shoot y'all that way. Don't judge me. Right here. I will just grab random bits, and I literally made these things. Even my little flowers here, or doing simple, very simple, just little, you know, scrap pads to stick into little pockets. Super cute. So throw all those little pieces that you feel like you can use into just even a shoebox. It doesn't have to be, go to the dollar store. It doesn't have to be something, you know, super extreme. Now, I am going to layer, I'm going to pull my music sheet to the forefront. So I'm going to do a small layer, and I will be inking these, being mindful of the time here. I'm going to focus now on one at a time. So we're going to move this off to the side, okay? And we're going to focus on our little bits here. Okay, and I should have, but I didn't, pulled some of my fabric sentiments, because now I'm really rocking with some. So I'm just going to take from these little things that I was about to send out, and I'll just put stuff back in them because they're already cut. So those seem good. I'm not gonna give any of that too much thought. I'm gonna be using some doilies, some flowers, some bows, maybe some buttons. It just depends on how much time I have. All right, so now we focus on, and I'm gonna probably use some sari silk. If you don't have sari silk, and if you don't have cheesecloth, use, I hope my scissors will work. Use chiffon that likes to fray, you know, and just tear it. And you can, right now, I'm now out of chiffon. I wasn't even using it before because it would make me crazy. So I'm gonna be using unbleached cheesecloth and tea stained cheesecloth because I like the contrast between the two. So I'm just cutting just little blocks right now, and that should be enough. So we're gonna move these kind of over. Let's do it. Let's do it like that. And, oh, I hope my glue won't go. Okay, so what's gonna happen is, and I started whispering to myself about my glue, and it's raining, so there's no way, and no stores are open right now. I need some 3-in-1. But what I am going to do is, number one, on the first layer, I always use glue stick, and I am out of Scotch Permanent still. I need to get more, but I'm using what I have right now. And I like Tombow. I'm making sure it's sticky right now. And I'm gonna, you can go down and put a big strip of cheesecloth, but I like sometimes doing them individually because then you can kind of get more of the fraying. Let's see what that's looking like. Okay, I am going to bring my sewing machine over here because now what we're going to do is focus on this little cluster here. And I know that I kind of want it, you know, going like that. I'm going to use some white. Now I'm going to be layering things up underneath the word. I kind of feel like I want to do purple and ivory right now because I am going to be making a purple journal. And I don't have purple sari silk right now, but what I do have, I'm glad I just thought about that, is this that could work up underneath it. And then I could use my purple flowers that I've been hoarding because I knew that they would come in handy one day. And today is the day. And I love these little rosettes. I can no longer find them anywhere. I used to be able to get them at Joann's, but now they're no longer in stock, and for some reason they haven't been restocking them. And I do know that they filed bankruptcy, but the stores aren't closing, so it's kind of like, I mean, you do gotta restock your supplies at some point, people. So this is perfect. And I'll be using probably some ivory bows. All right. I do like color pops, but again, right now, I know it's gonna be gold. I wonder if I can get enough. Oh yeah, maybe I can. So I have some ombre sari silk, and there's gold pops through it. So this one right now, and I'm not gonna pull it over because then it's gonna make a mess, is gold and blue. So I'm just cutting bits, and I know I'll need 4 because I'm doing 4 clusters of this. You can't really see that blue, that's fine. All right, So I do want to ink these. I got about 15 minutes. We're doing good. Inking just creates separation, or else everything would kind of blend together on these, and I don't really want it to do that. So that's cute. I do like that. I'm going to go ahead and sew just right around my word, and I am not going to pause the video. This won't take too long. I'm hoping that my bobbin will cooperate and not start, you know, pulling out and being all ridiculous. I do not mess with the tension on my sewing machine ever. Every time I mess with the tension, my sewing machine goes crazy. So I just don't anymore. Let's put our lid back on our glue stick so it doesn't dry out. Alright. So I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna fight my glue bottle. I am going to try to get some of my 3-in-1 out of this. I need to store a little cup in here to store it upside down to where the glue stays down there. Because, I mean, there is a little bit more in here, and I should be able to not struggle so much with it. So if you, I'm sure y'all already know that, so I'm not going to be like, if you don't, I mean, if you don't know, here's a little tip. Store it in a cup upside down or something. Because to be honest with you, I never thought about it until somebody mentioned it. So here's your mention. I don't put my embellishments on until after my clusters are already down. Look, it looks beautiful already. I have a feeling a cluster is going to go up there though, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to have to get up and stretch or something because this rain is affecting me something crazy. I hope it doesn't last too long. This can be so therapeutic. If it's the thing that you like doing, you know, some things that are therapeutic for one person might be stressful for another. Like some people like fussy cutting. I was fussy cutting tabs for a friend yesterday, and typically I don't like doing that, but when I sat there and did it yesterday, it was, I don't know if maybe it was just kind of nice to take a break from something and just, I don't know, it's weird. It was very, very, very relaxing. Oh, I hope I don't lose power. I want this to go this way. Not so much that way, but... And I want my word kind of going in this direction. I don't know why I'm having a hard time figuring... And I want it a little bit longer. Let's maybe do that one, and I need to stop pushing it that way. Let's use this, kind of like that. I hope that everybody has an amazing weekend. If you have any plans. I'm gonna be making mini albums and starting a flip shop. I'm finishing that cute little journal. Okay, I do want that a little bit more showy. I'm giving myself enough thread so it doesn't act ridiculous. I'm out of printer ink, or I would be making that new flip-flop right now. And my Kroger Marketplace has my ink, and I was gonna go to the store, and then I heard it thundering, and I was like, yeah, there's no way. I am not getting out in the rain to go get some ink. I'm not feeling the way I do. So I'll just hang out with my friends on YouTube. Guys, get ready for the launch of something fun on Monday. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm praying that it's something epic, actually. Let's put it this way. Looks good. So now I'm going to do that, and it's going to blow all of my stuff around. So I'm just going to do it in this direction. I need to get to a Hobby Lobby to get some 3-in-1. So with my Lyme disease, I cannot most days in my knees walk through multiple different stores. So I have to choose, wisely which stores. And here lately I haven't been going to Hobby Lobby, but I'm definitely thinking a trip is in order. Michael's, it's hit or miss. It sometimes has it. I'm not going to try to bird nest that right now. All right, on to the next. I'm gonna have to hurry this process up. Inking, inking, inking. Oh, you know what? I will go ahead and finish these clusters up and be right back with you, and we'll do the embellishments. Just one sec. Okay guys, I'm back, and I'm always so scared that I'm gonna hit the stop button. Oh gosh, I am so glad I didn't do that. And I did the clusters, the remainder of them, and put them on our little snippets. And now we are going to play with our embellishments, keeping them again just really simple but still beautiful. I don't think I have any ivory bows. Gonna have to have white bows, which look pretty cute. We'll see what we end up using. But of course I will continue to look at the bottom of my bin. I know I don't have any, so I'm just gonna stop. Let's see what doilies we might want to use. Wonder if these are gonna be too big. maybe possibly do some layering of some doilies. Wow, I'm currently struggling with how I want these. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I need another little doily. These are all big. That would be too brown on it. Mm-mm. This one might work. For the most part, I like to do my doilies kind of the same, but none of mine are matching right now. And my bin of doilies is all the way on the other side of the room. This might work. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna start gluing some of this down. Now, I have since moved to doing this. So I'm just gonna get enough glue on my, and I might have some purple buttons. I can add maybe a purple button in a spot that looks like it might be missing something. And I'm gonna go through and cut my stringy strings. All right, I'm good on time. I have 8 minutes. So these already have adhesive, but we all know that doesn't work. And typically I'll pop them off, but don't really need to for this. And you can't see the, so sometimes you can, you know, see that little white adhesive. So I hope that you have enjoyed this process. If so, please hit like, subscribe, and comment so that I know that you're here. Thank you to all my subscribers, new, old, first time watching. I truly am so thankful that you're here. Without you guys, creating in the waiting wouldn't be creating in the waiting. Just like Savage Art wouldn't be Savage Art. That's my Facebook group. Please join us. We're at 2.4. When I hit 2.5, I'm doing a tool giveaway, so the countdown is on. I'm just so very thankful for all the ladies. That it's drama free. Like, definitely keeping it that way, so don't bring it. Save the drama. 4 hours wear. It's fine. I'm just going to put it down there. Typically, I don't like them kind of going in an order. It looks too, like... But it's looking pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and go with it. But I have a feeling I might be adding a little button of some sorts. And once I get glue, I'm going to go back through. And it probably won't need to add anymore, but just in case, I'm just stating that I'll go back and reinforce what I'm doing. But I mean, beacon's pretty strong. I don't want it like, you know, flapping. So if there are little pieces, like little end pieces that I need to, oh my word, put down, I'll do that. Everything is going to want to stick to me now. Glue on my fingers for real now. I feel like maybe even a little button, maybe a button somewhere, a couple buttons maybe. I think I might actually have some purple ones in my stash. All right, guys, 34 minutes. So I think I actually probably, I mean, because it didn't take me very long, honestly, to do those clusters. I think I hit it right on point because I had 37 minutes. So I think I might have just accomplished that. So here is our snippet. And these are great for belly bands then. If you don't want to use it as a belly band or even just a side of a page, you can cut, okay, I will be cutting some of these scragglies. You can cut the individual snips off. So again, the way that I like creating them is I know that I would feel okay, you know, taking the chunk off. So that is how I create my snippets. Y'all be blessed. Create what brings you joy. Bye for now.